everybody, welcome to the first episode of Kosher Gossip. Here we have
Tanya.
Ika,
Hila.
Etel Nachama.
This is our first episode. How do you guys feel?
Yeah, perfect.
Well, I don't think I feel that much pressure from the camera, but like I feel it, but I don't. You know what I mean?
Well, for me, this is very new, so
Like a
I'm
Madila.
definitely nervous.
I'm not scared of the camera.
You know. Ethel was born for this, guys. If you didn't know, Ethel was born to be in the spotlight. Can we just Tanya, how was your Shabbos?
Shabbos was really nice.
It's 3 a.m.
Oh, you said you had something stupid to tell us about Shabbos.
No.
Sorry, bleep that out.
So we were sitting on Shabbos table and we were eating after Kiddush. We had olives, and my kids are like obsessed with olives. So after we did hamaitzi, like my kids were like, okay, because we started to teach them how to share and not take all of salads, or like if they like something, like dump it all on their plates. So Sophia gave one to Elisheva and one to me, and then she's like, how much do you want the olive? And he wasn't looking at her. He said no. She popped it in her mouth, and he's like, yes. She said, he's like, what do I do, huh? And he looked up and he started laughing because he realized it was in his mouth, and we were like all cracking up. It was so funny.
She like so bad that
Yeah,
you
she
can
was
tell
like,
me.
huh? It just flew straight in her mouth. It was so funny.
So I think we're gonna ask. So I was listening to this podcast on Friday. So like this is and the guy was like, a lot of people don't really know what to commit like in 2026, because right now we're entering 2026, and he's like, look, we're in 2026, yeah. Like January 1st, everyone, they say the gym is full. February, it's empty, right? Because like everyone says, oh, I'm gonna go the whole year, but really by the end of January, everyone comes out like they're not really committed. So he's like, if you really want to know what you need to fix in life and what's gonna do is, first of all, you have to let something down in order to pick something up. Let's say, oh, I'm gonna start running 2 miles a day. You can't just say that if you have, and you're gonna complain you have no time. You gotta like stop scrolling on your phone, take something out to pick something up. And then he's like, if you really, really want to know what you have to fix in your life, imagine your life is a movie. What would the audience be watching your life, be screaming at the TV telling you to do? Like, you know how when you watch a movie and you're like, Tanya watches a movie right now and she's like, oh my god, he's so stupid, why would he not do that?
Not my language.
That's not a bad word.
It's not a bad word, okay? You're like, he's so stupid, why would he do that?
Exactly.
He's gotta do this, he's gotta do that, he's gotta drop this, he's gotta have self-discipline. Like, what would you tell yourself? Like, what do you think the audience would be screaming at you?
As
That's really
someone
good.
watching from a movie, like from a different perspective.
I think it's
So
really
I
good.
think
looking at somebody's life and you
So
just see
I
your
think
life.
what the audience would be screaming at me is, stop self-sabotaging and have more self-discipline. Because like, I can wake up early if I want to. Like, let's say right now I have a flight, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna wake up, but I don't have enough self-discipline. I think stop self-sabotaging, because I think I self-sabotage a lot and I don't have enough self-discipline. So Maggie, next. What do you think this audience would be screaming? Because I know you do that a lot by the TV. you scream about the TV.
Oh, I actually thought about this. I saw this video also. I don't remember if I saw a podcast or a video. And I honestly ask my question this a lot, and I don't always have the answer. But lately, I think just stop overthinking and just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
That's what I do when I wake up. Ever since I started to wake up every day like at 5, what made it easier for me was because they usually say like when you're in bed and you open your eyes and you hear the alarm clock on, you shut the alarm, and in your mind you're thinking, should I get up? Should I not get up? Should I not? No, 5 more minutes, just 2 more minutes, 10 more minutes. And then one lady I saw, and she was just like, who cares? Just get up. You're going to get over. Just get up. And when I did that, I was like, I just got up, got off my bed, just ran up, put some water on my face, and...
My life, I would say, first of all, start appreciating, because so many things you wanted to have finally came true.
Honestly, that too for me. Appreciation.
Yeah, that one, and also what you said, I relate to. And also, like, put a time to your goals, because a lot of time I would set goals, and if I wouldn't attach time to it, I would start and then I would just pause, because I'm like, so when am I gonna go?
That's something
So
I'm
actually, I
working on
heard
this
this
year.
thing where they say, do it for 90 days. Just set a goal in 90 days. Like, usually if you pick up a habit for that long, it sticks.
Yeah, it's true.
So, like, do for 90 days, stick to it, and then you'll see a change in the end. So, that's what I'm going with now.
So the screaming in, do it for 90 days.
Just start. Like, start and, like, appreciate.
I didn't know that was the question.
No, it's literally, and one thing I was actually talking to Alba about, I need to have more self-love, too.
100%.
Self-love and believing yourself.
And my
the
thing
key
was
to
that
a
I was in
future
delusion
success.
that I actually do have self-love. That's the worst thing that happened.
Being
That's
aware
a
is
whole
so
different podcast about illusions and how powerful
how
your
people
brain
are
can
not
be.
aware. Yeah, literally. Abba said,
I was living
literally,
in a
Abba said
bubble.
this Shabbos, your mind is your own lawyer. Your lawyer is not telling you if it's right or wrong. It's
Yeah.
just justifying your own fact. So don't listen to your
Yeah.
brain.
It's
Don't
really
listen to your brain because it's just justifying your stupidity.
Yeah, that's what it
literally
did.
that's what it's doing.
Yeah. That's what you have to do based on what Hashem does. What does the Torah say to do? What
Yeah.
Hashem? What is the way
What
to
would
serve
Ab-
Hashem
yeah.
What can
better?
we learn from the mothers and the fathers?
best
you know?
tip.
It's also one.
The best tip I've ever heard that like helps me like immensely, like to the craziest thing, is anytime a moment before you have a decision to make or anything you have to do, what you should always do is, or in a case scenario where something happened and you need to reflect. Let's say you have an argument, you can reflect. Think before you talk. Say like this, like ask yourself, what would someone one step ahead of me do instead of me? That is so helpful. Like I was in an
I don't
argument
understand
one
that
time.
question.
Well,
When you're in an argument, let's say you're in an argument with your husband, yeah, and you can go down to a low level, or you're in an argument with your sisters or something like that, and you can go down to the level, or you can do like this. What would one person one step ahead of me, do
it
instead of me?
in this moment.
Instead of what I do, what would they do that I would not do? And when you think of exactly, they would calm them down, lower the ego, shut their mouth, go away. Like that, it really helps. And you think
For me,
about it,
I
and then you
would think-
answer it, and it's such a better reflect. Like I can do an argument, I could go down low to their level, and then I would go to the restroom or I'll go somewhere else, and I'd be like, why would I do? There's so many other things I could have done that moment. There's 1,000 things I could have done that moment. Instead, I went to that level. So thinking about that is so much helpful.
What I do, it just comes naturally when I think about that, is what would the best version of me do at this moment?
Well, Abba always says 3 things. You always do the best you can do for that moment. Everyone has a good intention.
Yeah, but that
And-
image of who I want to become, what would that person do? What would that Tanya do? And that would be
But you don't
stay
know
calm.
that.
I do know that.
You
I
set
know
the
who I
goal.
wanna
What
be.
do you
No, what
wanna
my
be?
thing is, I don't think
I
it's
know
the
who I
ideal
want to
way.
be. I want to know. I know what I want to improve. So when I'm in a moment where I feel like I'm sliding off and not aligning with that goal, it's like, okay, what would that version of me do? Okay, it would calm down, understand the situation. Am I making it over a big deal or am I not? And a lot of times, as wife and husband,
Wife and mother.
not as a wife, you can really overreact to situations. Like you really need to just stop and
Yeah,
think
I'm
like,
about to overreact.
I'm over.
I think I just used a dirty cup.
There's clean cups there, by the way.
I see something blue.
Ethel, there's
I don't
stuff
drink
there.
blue.
Okay, well, also
God,
one
I'm
thing.
sorry.
Cups there.
I think one thing that really, really works for me.
Wait, she's getting
You
up.
can still talk.
Yes, we
guys.
can still talk. Everyone does that. I think that one thing that really works for me, I don't know if it's the smart thing to do, but be like, why would I waste my anger on this person? Like, literally.
Oh,
So
wait,
many-
going back to your questions that you said. Like,
Yeah, but we scream at the screen.
No, not that
You
one.
didn't say
I
it.
didn't answer the question.
Answer the question already.
Keep for that.
No.
Well, answer the question. What would I tell myself?
What would people be screaming at the screen for you?
Come on, you gotta ruin everything. Look, I would probably tell myself.
Not you.
Okay, well, people would tell me. People would probably tell me to control my emotions. I just control my emotions and to continue. Like whatever I start, just to continue it.
Commitment.
No, it's not commitment because I commit, but then something has to stop me. Like not something like not like my own because I'm lazy or whatever. It was just something that someone said. That
Well,
discounts
commitment
emotions.
shows. Ethel, commitment means.
This balance of my emotions. Like literally, I just said about my
To
emotions.
balance your emotions.
I need to balance my emotions because if I balance my emotions, a lot of things will continue to go
What
straight.
commitment
and
means, Ethel,
part of that-
commitment means that through thick and thin, I will do it. Doesn't matter that if this will happen or this person says, I will do it. Commitment doesn't say, oh, based if my emotions are settled today, I will do
Fourth
it.
meal. Commitment.
See,
Literally.
in the morning, my
It's like
my
I committed
emotions
to doing
are-
4th meal, Ethel. I didn't decide, oh, today I am full, I'm not doing 4th meal because
Yeah.
somebody else said you look fat. No, I committed to doing 4th meal, so I will do it whether this person says it or this person doesn't say
Yeah,
it.
makes
That's
sense.
commitment. You saying I have commitment, but somebody says something but stopped you. That's not commitment.
It's not somebody, it's my own head. But
Okay,
yeah,
well, still, that's still commitment. Not
Okay.
commitment.
Sometimes easier. Just gotta update it, and you don't feel it. You're like after 5 seconds, you forget the fact that you were in bed. Just start your day, and it's so much better than just sitting and rotting in your bed thinking until 12 o'clock afternoon. Should I get up? Should I not get up? Should I oversleep? And then all of a sudden you close
You
your
don't
eyes.
get tired during the day though. Like
does. I
like
don't care.
sleepy tired. Like
don't care.
you're
Like,
falling
around
asleep.
1 o'clock. If I wake up at 1 o'clock, I'll be out. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be teaching in school and on the floor. No matter how much coffee I have, I'll be on the floor.
Yeah, me too. That's what
I'm like,
scares
I don't
me
think
about
so.
waking up early is like I can't just fall asleep
I
in the
think
middle
it's
of
just
the
the
day.
focus because when I wake up early and I actually want to stay up, I could stay up the whole day. But if I'm like thinking about how I woke up early the whole
I don't
day,
think that often about
I'll
the
be
fact that I wake up.
tired.
Yeah, she's right. I don't think about it
I
that
used
often.
to wake up early and
Oh,
I
you have
didn't
a
think
point.
about that
That's
at
true.
all.
Hila, have a
I
coffee.
don't
Really
think
need
about
to,
the
want
fact.
to? Well, like,
I don't.
what is
Lift
it you
it.
said? Need to?
If you keep thinking, oh, I woke up so early, I'm so tired, like, oh my gosh, I woke up at 5, or oh my gosh, I woke up at 6, you're going to keep thinking about the whole day and then you're going to be tired.
Yeah.
But if you're just going to forget about it after you wake up and not think of the time you actually woke up, you're going to be fine.
Just keep going with your day.
Not forget about it. You said something else. Like
Just
if you just
Focus
focus on
on
what you
doing
need to
stuff.
do.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
do
so
your
let's
stuff.
say I do believe because the first few weeks when I just did it, I would like it really hit my head like, oh my god, like I woke up 5 a.m. and I'm like my day is like twisting because I woke up and really early and I'm working.
Yeah,
in the
all of a
morning.
sudden you eat lunch at 9 o'clock. Like I woke up one day at 6, and I was like, "Why in the world am I eating lunch at 11?" And that's like because everything is switched forward. Like you get like
No,
the
not
hours
that,
so
no, not
different.
that.
It's just the hours, but
It's not
But you
that.
need
It's
to
not even
read.
the hours. It's just the idea. Like, well, she's right my way. Like I have my breakfast. You guys have breakfast. What time?
12,
well, I
1.
have it at
Eight.
8.
I don't eat.
Even
I
if I
don't
wake
When I
up
make
at
my kids
7.
breakfast, I just squeeze in a sandwich under in there, like
See
peanut
the
butter
bites.
jelly.
No,
stuff.
I
I
don't
have
eat
it-
breakfast. I don't eat breakfast.
I
Why
have
why
it
not?
after
I get
workout.
hungry.
I have it after workout. 7:15.
Nice.
Yeah, that's how I want to do it.
Me too.
I come back.
It's a
My
goal of mine this
stomach
year to
is
really
growing.
wake up
Yeah,
early.
last week I woke up at 6 and I worked out, and then 7 o'clock I came back. I went to shower, came out. I was starving, like I didn't eat for a week.
But how do you
Literally,
do that
after
with
you
kids?
run 2 miles,
So
you are
I'm-
starving.
What I'm gonna start doing is what Abba said is that your body's not used to going to sleep early and waking up early. You can't just boom start 5 a.m. and
I told you
everything.
that.
I think Abba also told me. You
You have
told
to
me
wake
that
up
too.
at 7.
So to start slow, wake up 7 for like 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Actually for like a month. Then a little earlier, 6:30, and then after that, 6 o'clock, and then 5. Like you gotta let your body get used to it. Otherwise, you're just gonna be exhausted every day. Oh, it's not working. And do it. That's what happened to me.
I didn't do that.
So
But I'm thinking with
it's
kids.
different for you. Like,
If-
Mhm.
if
I
you
did not
wake
do
up-
that. I did not do that. I used to wake up every day around 8:30. Well, honestly,
But it's always
Hear
been
me out.
easier for you
Hear
to
me
wake
out.
up.
Yeah,
than
you
other
have it
people.
easier.
Yeah, you have
I'm
it
not
much
an
easier.
early
I'm not
bird.
either. Like I will.
I'd rather
sleep.
stay up all night than wake up early, but I'm
I was
changing
like
it.
that.
I think
Let me
it's
tell
not
you
a
something.
smart
Let me
like
mindset
that,
to
and I
have.
wanna go
I
back
used
to
to
this.
wake up 8:30, and my day was so different than what it is right now. It's actually crazy because I think about it. I literally thought about this morning when I woke up. I woke up, and usually I used to wake up around 8:30 because I had school at 9 o'clock. And it's like 30 minutes. I'll be like, I don't need to be up before 8:30 because like I would like do exactly what she would do, and like I'll be like 8:30 is good enough. 30 minutes to get ready and then go to school. But it's so bad for you. It's so bad for you. Now I wake up 5 o'clock, 5:30, and I'm already thinking about like literally this past week I was telling one of the ladies, I was like, I think I'm gonna start waking up 4 o'clock because I feel like I have no less time. I need more time to do.
Yeah, that's why rich people wake up that early. Like
I
3,
really
4
want to wake up 4
And then
a.m.
go
I
to
literally
bed
said
early.
on this Sunday I'm gonna start waking up. Well, no, because 3 a.m. But
I tell you,
it's
that's
like an
28
hour from
minutes.
now.
22 minutes.
You gotta wake up in 22 minutes.
But the idea, it's like I really like, oh my god, school's like I come and I'm 5 minutes late to school. Do you understand that? And I'm like, oh my god, how is that possible? I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, I need to
You
wake
know,
up
that
4.
actually frustrates me when I wake up early and I'm
And you're
still late.
Oh my god.
I'm like, okay, what is happening here? I wake up early. I
You
should
try
have
to get
the
more
amount
things
of
done.
time.
That's why.
Yeah, that's what I realized. I do more, which is good. I'm doing more, but I don't
Depends. Are you
realize it.
starting
Why?
things you can't finish, or are you starting things you're supposed to finish?
Like, do you decide to do laundry?
And
I
also
don't know,
something I've
or-
learned.
No, I don't fold laundry in the morning. I don't have time for that.
Also,
But
something I've learned.
if I want to put a load
Something
in,
that I've got when I walked with Abba, he told me that that there's this guy that he was able to take so he had a job offering that cost him he got a lot of money from it, and people would take him around it took him a whole week, 12 hours each day to do it, but he figured a way to calculate his day every single minute. That when he did that, he made his day into 4 hours, 12 hours, 4 days a week, to 4 hours in one day. That is crazy because he organized exactly what he's going to do
Time
for
management
each
is key to life.
minute. Not like, from 9:30 to 10:30. No. From 9:28 till 7:30. Like by
By minutes?
details and by minutes of exactly. And he won't waste a little TikTok scroll. He will do exactly what he needs to do, and he gets it done in 4 hours. He has the whole rest of the week for himself. He can go on vacation, and he makes exactly how he's supposed to make. How people make it 1 week, he makes it at 4 hours of a day. That is like my boy, and that's how I
Who
learned
was
how.
that? Like you see, like
No, it's someone online, like a YouTuber or something, that he learned how to do it, and he's a millionaire. And that's how I calculated my morning hours.
there's
And
a
my
book
morning
about
is
this.
my morning is very organized, and that's why I have exactly what I'm doing exactly in every moment. It's by minutes.
I agree with that, but I think that as a Jewish person, we have a lot more things we do as Jews, like davening mincha, mariv, and shacharis.
Shacharis.
Like there's so many religious things that are involved in our day, which is great because we need to remember Hashem, like brachos, all that, whatever. Like we have all these little things reminding us about Judaism and being like connected to the Torah and everything like that, and Hashem. And Goyim don't have that. They literally just have whatever they want whenever they want. They don't have anything. Their holidays are random. And
There's,
not
like-
random, but there's like 1 day holiday, like
Yeah.
once every blue moon. We have like Shabbos every week, and then Rosh
Yeah.
Chodesh in the middle, and fast days or whatever. It's like it's really correlates around Judaism and holidays and all stuff, and I think it's really amazing. That's why I don't feel like it works fully with that method, but I also think it's beautiful how we have it. Like I love.
I
wouldn't
have
change it for
also
anything.
yeah. I also have another question here. It says, "What does living a kosher life mean to you?" So I think like now you just said that, and like I think it's a good question to ask because I don't know. Like I think that a lot of people out there don't really know what it means
What's
to
your
have a
question? What's
kosher
your
life.
question again?
What is a
I
kosher
didn't ask a
life?
question. I just
No. What was
commented
her
on yours.
question?
What does a kosher life living and a kosher life mean to you?
Being with
Kosher life.
God through everything.
I think being connected, yeah.
Being connected
Every
to
step of your
Hashem.
day having Hashem there. I think
No.
is-
Everything you do, just think in your head, Hashem. Like you're part of Hashem, and you're doing it in the face
But
of
I
Hashem.
think the beautiful thing about Judaism is that everything you already naturally do is connected to Hashem. You don't have to think about it.
You don't have
Brachos is natural. You do it. You should think about it. Definitely
Yeah,
put
if you don't
kavanah on
focus
it.
you don't think
But
about
I'm
it.
saying just generally being a Jew is already so fulfilling. Just generally. It's like all these extra things in terms not extra, like it's if you, even it's not extra, it's like something we should do to focus on our brachos and all that stuff. But just generally it's like mundane to us. It's like common for us.
Well,
It's like
because we were
sleeping and
raised like
breathing
this.
and eating.
But
It's
if
like
it was like right now a convert, it'd be hard for her, right? She not was raised with it. We were raised with it.
right.
Exactly.
And
That's
there's a
why
lot
it's
of
easier,
people
but-
out there that don't forget. There's a lot of people out there who forget to hand the brachos, who forget to say shachas. Like I'm not perfect, okay? I have a hard time to do shachas, mincha, and mariv. And I spoke with when he told me I could only do two because it's okay for me to do two, and it's not easy. It's not easy
It's
to
really
stop everything you do and go do mincha, or stop everything you do in the morning and go do shachas.
Right,
And
so
take like
it's-
a half an hour of your day. And
Because I feel like if I'm gonna actually say shachas mincha mariv, I don't want to just read a book. Like I actually want to David. Like when I
wanna
down in
focus
shachas, like
on our
Sure,
Hashem.
that's on
I
your
say
end
it.
to make sure, not make sure, but to have that kavanah to better your life. To really
Like I
have
want to
Hashem in your
focus
life.
when I'm with God. I want to be 100% with God and forget everything at the moment. Just be with God, and I like actually sit and visual. Like I see myself seeing in the face of like a light and a fire right in front of me. Like that's what I think of it. And when I do it, like it's like soundproof. Like nobody's around me except me and God.
I think also one thing I spoke to Abba when I was walking with him, and he told me it's really good that I started doing like every single night right after I say Shema in my bed. I speak to Hashem for like 15 to 20 minutes, and it helps you so much. You don't realize how much you have to say to him until you actually let it out. The first day it was just like simple
To do what? To do what? To what?
like kind of what's it called
You better do it.
you
Just
better
right
do it.
before you
Like
go to
just
bed.
speak to Hashem 15 to 20 minutes
That's a good
when you're in
idea.
bed. It helps you so much. You
I
wake
just
up
really
in the
fall asleep
morning.
fast.
I know.
I forget.
I used to
sleep,
have
so that I
that.
wake up, I'm like, oh, I fell asleep.
I also
Sometimes
had.
I'm like, what happened
So
last night?
don't do it in bed.
Oh, you don't? Yeah, Abba told me that I should
Oh,
start
not
doing.
to do it in bed? You don't do it in bed?
I do it in bed.
If you no, you're gonna fall asleep.
If you're
You
gonna
have
fall
to do
I
it
asleep,
guess
in
I
bed.
should not do it in bed because
I
I
used to do
actually
it,
will
yeah.
fall asleep in the
But
middle.
it literally gives you such a clear mind. You feel like Hashem is literally with you every step of the way. And sometimes I ask a question and like somehow I'll find myself with an answer. Like literally, I wake up the next day with a dream, and I'm like, I ask God what it is, and He's like, oh, it means you need this and this and that. Like literally, I asked that, but like I was thinking to myself, I was like, my day is so like I wake up late, this and that, like nothing. I don't know what to do with my life. I told Abba I had a dream about my watch or something about my watch, and he's like, oh yeah, just means you need to have much better time management, and your life will be so much easier. I think that this really helps if you like just speak that shit for 10-15 minutes a day.
See, I don't do that. I do something else.
What do you do? Journaling.
I don't believe in journaling like at all.
I believe.
Don't you have a diary?
Whoa.
No,
the
I-
best. If
You
you
have
need to
journals.
vent.
That's called a journal.
No,
what you write.
guys, listen. Guys, listen to me. If you
Setting goals in a book is called a journal.
if you
That
need to
I
vent,
do not have.
if you need to vent,
What?
You do great.
if you need to vent, the best way to vent, and you can't say it to a person, you write it down and you burn it. You
No.
feel like I disconnected from
I
this,
agree.
and I'm done with you.
It
It's
feels amazing.
so mentally.
Did you actually do that?
Yes, I
I've
have.
done that before.
It's so mentally
To
healthy.
people, like I wanted to say something to somebody and I
That
couldn't
freaked me
say it.
out.
Like personally, I can't say that thing. So I just wrote it down.
I've heard that
Wow.
before.
You
Yeah,
write
I
it
had to do
so
it.
good.
You
But
have to
like
do it.
how? 1 second. But
And you
like
burn
how
it.
strong of a what is like a
It just feels like
It's
a
something that
rage?
you- I
Like what is it? Or like what do you
No,
call it?
no,
No,
it
it's
be
something I
anger.
suppress. It's something I
Yeah.
suppress that I need to let it out.
grudge. A grudge?
Yes,
No,
it
it's
could.
not a grudge.
It's not only a grudge. It could be anything, but sometimes I suppress a lot of my anger. So I'll just write it down and I'll burn it, and
Yeah.
it feels like you let it go without actually doing
Writing it
anything.
down,
I would
yes.
probably burn
It's
a few
like
of
when
my
you
books.
see
Writing
the
down,
ashes.
yes. Books. Did you say books?
Well, sometimes
Okay,
it's
I have
right.
something to say.
When you see
I don't
ashes,
believe in journaling. I think it's a waste of time. Oh, my day did this, and my day did that.
That's
I
not
dealt with
that's
journaling.
this,
not
and I dealt with that.
journaling.
I
Journaling is
don't.
also
I think
setting
it's
goals.
dumb.
That's not
Journaling.
journaling.
I think
That's not true.
what's
I'm
journaling?
sorry. We're gonna
No, I don't
disagree.
think that's yeah.
It's very smart.
It's
First
very-
of all, if you for Goyim especially, I think it's very important to journal.
Okay,
If you're not going to talk to Hashem, but also journaling is not just writing
How your day
was.
went, yeah.
It's not a diary. It's a
Someone
journal.
showed me their diary, and it just looked like a bunch of complaining.
Well,
All right. While we're talking
depends.
about talking and writing on your diaries and everything, or journals or letters.
No, I'll tell you exactly what
Okay,
I
I
do.
have a question. Okay.
Wait, can I finish it?
Sure.
Okay. So I instead of me writing, I don't believe in writing. What I do is that I have a book. I don't know. You saw
It's
it.
not a journal.
It's not a journal.
It's a
It's
journal.
not a journal. It just has exactly.
It's a journal. I'm
It's a
sorry.
journal. That's all.
It's not
Everybody
a
writes
journal.
whatever they want in their
Silly.
journal. Can I
That's
go
all.
through
A
it?
journal could be just setting
No.
goals
So
on
why not?
paper.
A
Because
journal
it's
is a
my-
journey. It's something that you're going through. It's something that happened. You write
Okay,
it down.
maybe
It
I'm
doesn't have to
thinking
be
of a
every day.
diary.
A diary
you
is every
feel.
day.
What's a diary?
A diary is
Dear
every
diary,
diary
this
is
is how
every
the
day.
day was.
I don't like diaries, so I
No.
disagree
A
with
journal
diaries.
is something happened. You write
It's
down
like,
once
yeah.
a blue moon
Like,
or
you
whatever
gotta
it is.
Diaries I
You
disagree
learn
with. Maybe
something.
journaling I don't,
It's
but
like-
diaries.
Diaries work for some
No,
people.
for some
Yes,
people,
it works for
like
me for
if
some
you're
time
gonna
in my
stick a
life.
complaint to you,
Works for them.
you should do that. But if you're someone that just needs to let things out, like just because of no reason, like you're not even like just please, I do believe that.
That's what a diary's for.
I
It's
think that's
also
that.
good for kids.
No, it's
to
also very
communicate, I
good.
think. I don't
It's
know, I
also
think
No, I
very
think they're
good
making a
when
whole
you-
life over there.
No, when you
So
write
what
down, it's all one
Oh,
second.
we write books out of it.
Oh, good. Well,
Oh, very stressful.
What's her name? The one
I,
that's around Holocaust?
goodness.
Oh yeah.
I write
She was a millionaire.
I write like every single week. I write like a collective stuff. I should explained it to her before. Like I collect all the stuff that I need to like get better at or learn and or like improve at or not even improve, just things that genuinely like I just understood. Like say right now we just learned
Things you
on
learn.
Shabbos some new stuff and I really like enjoyed listening to it. So I said I write that down on my on like on a paper of exactly what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
And then after I collect it and I add it to my schedule to like keep in my mind and
Yeah, you
like
told me
I
that.
always
That's really
write
cool.
cross off my
I think it's
schedule
good, too.
and I always after everything like when I come back from school like I go to my notebook and I just cross that off like I've been to school today and I have like papers of days of every morning that what I do from every single morning and part of that day and I find that very helpful. But what I do find is much more is that I found there was like one point in this like 2025 where I had a time where I just felt like my day is going, everything's working, like I'm doing stuff, but I just felt like I'm not because I was very into like that lock-in zone, like I just felt like I had to like fully focus on what's the goal, but I feel like I wasn't like communicating with myself and with God and like Hashem and trying to like express myself, but I was like not getting like that true peace with myself. I don't know how to explain that, but it just like I learned so much about how important peace is with yourself. Like it's more crazy because like
Alignment?
more it's
I
more
don't think
better.
it's alignment.
It's
I think
more
it's
better
self-love.
than having maybe it's less self
I
love,
think
but it's like
self-love.
someone asked a very rich person. It's a very like thing. They said, "Are you happy with your life?" And I said, I cannot tell you I'm happy with my life, but I can tell you I learned how to become in peace with my life and to have peace, because there are moments where you're not happy in your life and you cannot say I'm happy with my life because you went down that moment, but I have peace in my life. And I learned how to accept that, and I learned how important that is. So like for the past multiple weeks, like I would either do it in the morning or at night, but I like doing it at night, where I would put like an earpiece of music, like calm, gentle music, really low, and I would walk outside at nighttime, and I don't like care about anything else outside, but I would walk, and I would just like really like learn to appreciate the stuff I have in my life, and see and like talk to God and let things out, and I would speak to God, and like signs I would ask for, and I would get it in that minute, like that moment, things that you could never imagine, the most random thing on earth, and I would get the answer of it, and I would just feel so good, like I would genuinely feel so good, like wow, like Hashem's really like
Listening
literally
to me.
sit, like out of all the people in this world, Hashem has the most important people in the world, all those people that really need more help, like out of all these people, Hashem's like focusing on me and taking one-on-one time with me, and that made me feel like so emotionally happy, and I found such joy from doing that, and I would find such
So
happiness.
your peace is when you find what you appreciate and what you're happy with in your life.
When
To
I
appreciate
see-
the stuff and
when
to...
I see this world, like if you see this world, it's all like all technology and it's all this, and I'm like, yeah, there's technology, but like I also focus like why do I get excited when I see animals and stuff? Because I feel like nowadays people don't even look at animals. Now it's either you have a dog or you have an electric dog. People have electric
People
dogs. Do you
literally
hear
have-
that? People buy for their kids. You just got for your kids a doll that talks.
like AI, literally AI.
That talks.
My
I
God.
was
really
sitting
cool,
looking at
by the
Sophie
way.
talking to
I
a
think so
doll,
too.
and I am just shocked.
If you would
Like, I
show this to
remember
me when I was a
dreaming.
child, I'd be terrified of a talking doll.
Like,
Oh
I
my
had
god,
a
that's
doll.
so true.
They're like, Sophie's like, wow, this is so cool.
And
She
she's
goes to school.
talking,
Different
and she's
generations
having
do
Going
that.
to school.
she's having like a chat with a doll. Like I remember as a child, like just thinking and making my own world in my own
Imagine
imaginary
if
head.
possible. Give it to
Imagine if buses could fly to school. Like imagine me sitting on like, and I see Sophie, she's talking to a doll, and my mind's
And
blowing.
the doll's talking back.
And the doll's
It's
talking
stuff.
back.
to my dolls
he's
as a
like
kid.
It's a
teaching her.
teddy bear,
He's
not a
teaching her.
doll. A doll sounds a little creepier. It's not like a human face or anything, just to clarify.
No, but she
It's
literally
a teddy bear
she
with
comes-
an AI inside. It looks like a stuffed teddy bear. That's
Well,
it.
she comes to school and she
It's actually
tells,
really cute.
no, she comes to school and she tells her friend, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna go home and talk to what's his name, Gabo or whatever. And it just hit me. I'm like, AI is like literally like became like a thing. Like I always talk. Mama told me when I was like very young, you know, when you're gonna be older, you're gonna have walking robots and flying cars. And I didn't
We
believe
have the
it.
robots already.
Yeah, and it's like
And Elon Musk-
tomorrow we'll
Elon
have
Musk-
flying cars.
Is launching soon in 2027. He's supposed to 2026. He's officially trying it out to
What?
make sure it flies. The
Oh,
flying
cars?
car, but 2027 it's
Oh,
gonna
he's
be
actually
out
working
for
on
the
that?
market.
This guy is
Out
so
for the
bored.
market, Tanya.
Flying to the moon.
Tanya,
Crazy.
out for the market. Do you understand what that means?
Flying cars.
Flying cars.
That's insane.
I will be
Are they
flying
gonna have
to
to get
Walmart.
license for driving air?
They're gonna need to like
Driving air.
Imagine them putting like
Elon,
stop
maybe wait till you
signs
get your
in the air.
license.
There's gonna be, you know what that means, Tanya? That means there's gonna be like stop signs in the air. There's gonna be like lines and arrows where you can
Wait,
drive
how
in
are
the air.
planes supposed to fly?
It's
We're
gonna
gonna be
be
there.
there.
It's
It's
not
gonna
gonna
be
happen.
there.
Cars are
There's
gonna
probably
fly.
gonna be like a level. You can't just fly to space. They're not gonna let some teenager fly to space. But the idea is crazy.
Yeah, that
like
is
like
crazy.
that's why when I see like these little things, that's why when I walk outside and I like see like trees move and I see like the grass and I see the wind, and it really like makes me like people lived on this stuff. Like people like lived. People back then, I remember Yitzchak Yaakov, all their kids, they like lived in these stuff, and we like living in phones and technology and computer, and sometimes
Yeah,
we
but it's not
find-
necessarily a bad thing. I think there's pros
I think
and cons
yeah,
to
exactly.
it.
Yes,
100%.
there's pros and cons.
It can get you.
But I do
Can we get-
appreciate
yeah,
what
exactly.
God
I
gave.
actually started to write like 3 things every day, like every night after like the whole day. I would write like a few things that I appreciate also on a paper, and I find that very helpful too.
Yeah, we tried starting something. Me and Ita, we
Oh
would
my God.
call for
It
every
happened
day.
once. Actually, twice.
What were you gonna do?
We would call each other
Well, both
and
of
for
us,
every day for
first of all-
5 minutes. We just have to talk about something we appreciate or something that we have very grateful to happy in that day.
And if you think about it,
But
that's
it's
the
hard
longest
because she doesn't have a
5
phone,
minutes.
so it's very hard to try and do that.
If what?
Now I do.
Now you do, so we could try it. We could do the 4-way call, right? That's how you say it, 4-way call. I
I
would
don't
love
know.
to do that.
But
I
those are
think
the
that-
longest 5 minutes of my life.
What do you mean?
Eventually, it's gonna get easier. That's the whole point. Like, I want to start thinking and appreciating more.
Yeah, because I've been telling my students that, and I was like, I gotta start doing it too.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Yeah.
So
One
I
second,
started.
but back to what you were saying about looking outside and nature and everything. I feel like some people connect to Hashem in different ways. Let's say Mama, and I think also you maybe or maybe you also, music really connects you guys.
It's
Music works for me, but if I go outside and just air and sunlight and just trees,
Honestly, the wind does it for
some
me.
wind and everything, just outside. I
think
go
that
outside
goes
and I
for
think
Mama.
outside every day if I'm home, like if we don't have school, if I don't have work or anything like that. I literally go outside every day for a while. Let's go for a walk, guys. And we go up my driveway, and I look up at the sky, talk to Hashem, I talk to my kids, like so the trees.
No.
One time we saw an owl, and it's so like it's like a reboot. It's like for me, it's like a reset, a reboot. It shows me like I just love nature. Not saying I will live outside, but, but I just love the freedom of it. It's like a fresh
I
breath
agree.
air. Like
I
I love
think-
I
it.
like it too.
No, there's this song that I listen to and it says like I understand that everything happens for me is for good and that Hashem wants it for me and main part of the song is Ani chelek elok mimal. And once you play that so many times where it's stuck in your head, when you go to your day-to-day life you're like, oh, Ani chelek elok mimal, because I have a lot of songs stuck in my head usually, and it's such a good song to have stuck in my head because literally all I'm singing in my head, and opposites, once you say it your DNA changes, because literally he was telling me the science of how your frequency of your mouth changes your DNA.
Energy vibration.
And he told me if you listen to this type of music, that it's like this new manifesting music coming out. He says it's so healthy for your mind. It's literally like it changes your DNA because of what you're saying, or just what's stuck in your mind.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I was just listening to it and enjoying.
I heard Abba say that in Belize.
Yeah, it's all about it.
Wait.
Yeah. He said like maybe 5 times.
What?
I've never heard this.
I've never heard it either. It's the first one.
Okay, so Hila, you want to give
Abba?
one of your questions, or
I
I
believe that I don't
Yeah,
remember,
she
but
was
I
very
know Abba
topical.
says that. So, my question is, I feel like as women, girls, women, ladies, I think we
Humans.
have a natural instinct to just constantly talk. We could talk about anything.
literally this.
Anything for hours. Men don't have that. They can be like, you're good, I'm good,
We're good.
and then we're done.
Exactly.
So, as Jewish women and living the Torah and being Jewish, we have a really thin line where it comes to talking, communicating,
Or
and lashon hara and gossip, which brings us to kosher gossip. And my question is, what do you guys have as your like? How do you guys know the line between healing conversations where it's not got like lashon hara, where you really want to get an outcome, whatever it is, and where it actually leads to lashon hara and not a good outcome and gossip, just gossip. So what's your line or what's your input on this? What's
Honestly,
your
I'm gonna
thoughts?
be honest. I really need to get better at that because it's like really so hard for me. Because like it can be, I can gossip over anything, and like even like I'm not gonna mention names, but sometimes people are like, let's go and gossip, and to my head like no, I'm not supposed to do that. Like it's really bad. Like lashon hara is really bad. It's one of the most like the worst of errors, and I think I really need to work on that.
I think it's imagine the person in front of you. Would you say the same thing in front of their faces? That would be one thing for me.
That's what you tell yourself
Yeah.
before speaking.
Like if like I'm gonna say something, I'm like, would I say this to that person themselves? Usually it's a no, so
Yeah, but how do you
Because
know the difference between a healing conversation where you
well,
need to
if
talk
you're
about
getting the
something?
outcome, if there's a purpose for that conversation, if you're actually gonna get a result from it, then yeah, I guess it's helpful. It depends also who you tell it to.
Right. So how do you know?
Like if you
who
tell
to
it to your
to?
friends for no good reason, that's one thing. But if you tell it to
So who do you tell it to,
Okay.
and
You
what's your thoughts? Like, who is someone you go to, and why? And what would you do with that after?
I feel like I usually go to mama when it comes to these things because I feel like she would actually be helpful. Like she would tell me what to do, or she would like.
Do you talk just to talk, or talk with an outcome in mind? Like you want an outcome, like you having trouble with this person, or just like I need to rant about this person. Like what do you go for?
Oh, I can do both. I 100%.
I think it starts as a venting thing. Like I have to say this to somebody, and if I can't say it to everybody, I might as well say it to her.
Why you can't say it to Itamar?
I could, but sometimes husbands don't understand it the way you want them to.
So who do you talk to, and what's your line? What's your line that you want
I actually
to
talk to you too. Like when I actually think you would understand, but I
I think
talk to your mama too.
every conversation is different. It depends. If it's about school, she's gonna talk to you. If it's about life, she's gonna talk to mama. If it's about her relationship, she's gonna talk to you tomorrow. It really, I think it depends on what it is.
No, I think she talks about her relationship to
Everyone.
mama.
I mean,
Oh yeah, it depends what
a
it
good
is.
thing to
If
do
she's talking
that.
about developing her relationship, she's gonna talk to Itamar, not to mama. She's like, mama. So what do you think? Itamar is Itamar needs to change.
honestly, it's also helpful to go to mama for that too. But I don't know. I find that going to mama lately, actually, I got better at it too. Where letting it out to the right person would actually help more than just talking about it.
But I think I also have now another question that I think is really important because Abba's letting me see this other side that I need to have and that you started having better is like, what's the difference between self-love and ego? Like some people, like I have massive ego. Sorry, like I don't want to say names, but like I know a lot of people who like have a lot of ego, but and they think they have self-love. They think they have self-love, and Abba's like, you don't love yourself at all. And now I start to think about it, like I really don't love myself. And then I was like, why don't you love yourself? And I was like, I feel like there's nothing to love. And he's like, what are you talking about? You're like look at my mouth. You saying right now, I'm nothing to love. You don't love Hashem. And I think it's really important to know the difference between ego and self-love.
Thanks for sharing.
Just saying.
Wait, I thought didn't answer.
It really depends, I think. It really does depend. Because if it depends who I'm talking to. It depends if there's a lesson behind, like there are some case scenarios where like people do dumb stuff, but there's a lesson behind it, and if I have to tell it to the person, I won't say their name of who did it. I won't say who any of the information of who could possibly do it, but I'll explain them the story because it's something to learn from and they can actually get better at. But if it's like a dumb story of just being like, oh, she did this and this and this and that, and then she went there and she did this and that, I think that's pure lashon hara. Or if I'm saying it, let's say someone went to the other person and they did something really like not nice.
But is it lashon hara if you're just saying something about a person? Oh, did you know? Let's say this
It
person
depends who you're
went and
telling
did
to.
that.
Are you saying it just
depends
for
who you're
him
telling
to
it
know?
to.
Or are you saying
Yeah,
like,
just for
I
him to
think
know.
I learned
Oh, did you know she went to her house yesterday and they hanged out for a long time?
Depends,
yeah.
That's
If
lashon hara.
That's not lashon hara. That's
That's
about your. Also, it depends
That's
about your life.
Is that gossip in a bad way?
If
Or just
someone-
like, hey, did
If
you hear
someone
this?
went to my room, let's say, if someone went to my bedroom and they stole something.
Stole
and-
something?
Yeah, let's say they did that. Let's say they stole something, or you know what? They borrowed something. Let's put it like that. They borrowed something without my permission, and she saw it, or you saw it, and you didn't tell me because you think it's lashon hara. Excuse me, that's my stuff.
Yeah, I see a lot of people like that. Like,
That's my stuff.
oh, like somebody
Like, I'm not gonna get involved. God
That's
forbid,
not-
lashon
yeah.
hara.
That doesn't make sense. It really does not make sense.
That's
So
just
then
weird.
how would you approach the person? Let's
I
say
would
you
approach
were
the
the one.
person.
Quietly,
Someone came
not
to
in
your
front
I
of
would not
everyone.
come in the middle of the table, Shabbos table, be like, guys, everyone be aware. She took something from my room. Da 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 da. Of course it's gonna be lashon hara because why does the little kids over there need to know that? Why does this guy need to know? Why does my brothers need to know that? Why does half the people need
But
to know
would you
that?
go to the person who took it and talk to them, or would you go to the person who got something taken away
It
from?
depends. It depends who the person is. So if it was like you, I'd be like, why would you take it from her? At the moment, I'd be like, why? What's wrong with
What do you think you're doing?
What are you doing? But if it was, let's say, like someone I don't know, I would take it from them. I won't even ask them. I would just take it from them. I would.
Go to your room and take something.
Let's say there was this one guy that came to us for Shabbos, random person that came as a friend for somebody else, and my mom told him. Mama said that, oh, be aware, this guy has a syndrome where he cannot live without taking something.
I remember that.
Literally a
Shabbos.
mental.
Is it
What?
lashon
I
hara?
remember this.
Yeah. She some
Was I
But
there?
that
some
wasn't
friend
lashon
of
hara.
ours,
That's like
some friend of ours came.
I was there that time.
Yeah,
I
you were
think so,
there.
I think so.
Some friend of ours came with us, like 7 men, and all of them
And
were
it's
all
not like
shape,
he
form,
can't-
and
oh my
sizes.
God,
And he
And the
came,
guy can't control it.
and I didn't know this, and I was wondering why he was going through our cabinets. Literally.
Oh, you actually saw it.
I saw him going through our cabinets, and I was just wondering, and he's like, "Oh, I'm looking for a cup," and I was like, "Okay, no problem, I'll give you a cup." I give him a cup. Mama comes to me like 5 seconds after. She's like, "Oh, be aware of this guy. That's not lashon hara. That's something for me to be aware of. Now I can make sure he's not taking something. It's not bad. I'm not gonna go, oh, he steals stuff. Be aware of
Okay, but
something.
that's
He
conditional.
stole
Two
it.
different things. No, I think it's two different things. If somebody comes to you and tells you like, "Oh, be aware," or if you go, "Oh my God," like you judge him, or if you take it, "Oh, it's a syndrome." I
And
understand.
judging is
Exactly.
that's
That's what.
it's like
why-
two of it. It's
that's
judging
why-
and lashon
Exactly.
hara.
So I think if something is need to be known and you don't judge, then that's 100%. But if you're gonna go and listen to it and judge, that's not.
But
I
that's
think you
a
need to be
health
smart.
issue.
You need
That's
to be
a health
smart.
issue. I'm talking about a random person,
I think you need to be
regular
smart. I think
person.
you need to be smart. You need to be smart who you're talking to.
Exactly.
If you know this person I'm talking to just takes everything, sucks it in, and takes it against them, and talks to people, I will not tell you. There are some girls I know that I will not tell them because I know they're gonna just go around scattering, tell people for no absolute reason. No reason they should go around.
Right, so
but if
then-
I tell it to her, she'll be like, okay, I'll take care of it. And she will go to mama and she will speak with her about it, or she'll keep an eye, or like. Nothing against you, just like I'll know that some stuff I should tell her, but I won't tell her, or some stuff I should tell her and I won't tell her. There's just people you tell and you don't tell.
Certain things.
There's certain things.
Because it's
because
they know-
they
you
would
know how
handle
to
it better,
take it.
differently, better. Let's say me knowing this information will not do good for me, and I know it, so I might as well let me give it to her because she will do something about it
If you hear something.
if I hear something or if I happen to do it. Because I know I'm not gonna do that. I'm nothing to do with me. So I cannot change nothing about it. It's not my position. I cannot do nothing. She could, you could, or she could. I'm not gonna do anything about it, or anybody else.
Right.
So I cannot take the responsibility of that information. I'll give it to her, and she'll take it. Right. Multiple times I came to her and I told her stuff.
Yeah.
How many times?
So
Have
I-
you ever gone into a
times.
conversation where it started off as clean in terms of not lashon hara or anything like that, and then it started getting to it, and how do you stop
For
that?
sure, and I realize it always happens when you're around empty people.
I also think it happens.
I'm
when you're
so
tired.
true. If a
When you're
person is
tired?
not
When you're tired,
no,
the
I'm
conversation
sorry.
just
You
extend
should
much
be. I
longer.
realized I was this 1 month, like recently, I've been trying to like really work on the way I'm talking. Of like, I don't want to just gossip and say lashon hara about other people. And I realized every time I'm around people who are what's it called gossiping, it is so hard. Like I realized I started talking to Sarah Talia more, and I don't really gossip with her. Like I literally don't. Like usually we talk about business, we talk about workout, we talk about like we don't like, and there's other people I talk to and all I talk about is gossip, and I'm like, why am I doing this? And I realize this person is empty. They don't want to talk about self-development, about connecting with Hashem, because they don't have that in them. Maybe it's not my decision to decide what they can do, but I realize I need to stop like distancing my person from this person because they cannot
I think they're just not aligned with your values.
exactly, it's possible, but I
Goals.
cannot control it, because if I try to literally all the time I have
Yeah, but
lashon
what do
hara.
you do if you're in that moment? What's your
Because
like?
That person, there's a
I'm
few
tired,
people.
I gotta
There's
go.
a few people who literally go, "Oh, let's go gossip," and then after when I start, like I realize I'm saying something wrong,
You
like
realize how
no
natural it
lashon
is? Like,
hara.
what's the
I
gossip?
was thinking they actually
And
ask
very
you.
natural.
It's
That's
so
what I'm
natural.
saying.
Like, sometimes they'll be
I
like,
think it's
what's
something
the
that
gossip?
all women can
What's
really.
the
It's
gossip?
hard for women.
I just say what's up.
And then I hate it when those people are like, "Oh no lashon hara." Like you just told me a whole story that somebody said, and then you told me I don't listen to lashon hara. Like what are you saying?
Can I have a moment? Can I have
It
a moment?
happens so
Can I have a
often.
moment? Look at the camera guy.
What?
And let me get my drink.
Now back to what you said. You said, and I asked, "What's your go-to?" To you said that you just try to avoid those people or not go to them.
But I really
For
don't know how
me-
to do that in a nice way. Like I really.
So what I usually do, I mean, this works for me. And if the person doesn't like my conversation, then they could just not talk to me. I like to lead the conversation. I just start talking about something that I would be more comfortable talking to, something
Okay,
that's
but
not
then
the
I
lashon
You see,
hara.
I do that, and then people will tell me like I'm talking too much.
And then I
No,
find
I'm talking about people who like want to gossip, and you see that they're just gossiping, and I don't want to go into lashon hara, right? So what I do is like in a nice way, just rant and be like, "Oh
No,
hey,
I find
did you
them-
start working on this?" That like start talking about myself or them, and just really get to something where I'm leading the conversation. And if the person doesn't like it anymore, it could just stop. It could just go, "Okay, yeah, thanks, and bye,"
I have
and
one
leave,
thing.
and whatever it is.
No,
But
and
for
you can
me,
talk-
that's something that I personally would do if I was with someone who doesn't like to really talk. But in general basis, if I'm talking about, if I have an issue with someone, and it could consider lashon hara if I'm just talking about, let's say, sometimes with you, and I don't feel like you can help me, I would go to mama. But I'm going not to just talk. Sometimes it's a little bit like I'm annoyed, I'm frustrated, so it starts off that way. But at the end of the day, I want a result. Like this person's close to me. I don't want to have this feeling towards this person. I want to have a solution. I don't see the solution to it. Can you help me? This is what happened. This is the situation. Am I wrong? Am I right? I'm not just trying to blame the other person. So to me, that's a healing conversation. But it depends on who you're talking to. It depends on what it is, right?
I think 100% Eliakim taught me this actually. He's like, the one way not to get to gossip is talk about yourself. Literally, how can you gossip about yourself? That's not lashon hara. He's like, every time I told him like something, he's like, why are you always talking about other people? It's so much better once you start talking about yourself and how you need to prove your life or how you have these problems with this.
Right.
That's
That's
not
leading the
lashon hara.
conversation. You don't have to talk about yourself, but I'm talking about leading the conversation. Leading the
Well,
conversation.
then I feel like if I talk about like something else or like I distance myself from people, people will think I'm more cold, and I'm already have this like persona that I'm like not the nicest person, and I don't want to have that even more. So that's why I feel like
you don't have to do it in a rude way.
it's not a rude way, but me distancing myself from a person just shows that like, oh, like. I don't know,
You're
it's
talking
funny.
about distancing
I
yourself?
think
Yeah.
it's just in a certain way distancing, not completely like I do.
Yeah, no, it's it's like if you're not interacting with this person on a daily basis.
I do.
When you see, you do?
I do.
Oh.
And like literally, I will interact with this person on a daily basis, and I don't want to be mean. I don't hate this person. I really like this person, but I realize that
Be
every
busy.
single
You
time.
won't have time for talking. Just keep yourself busy. Now you've been
Yeah,
busy
that's
more
really good.
lately. You don't have time to talk to people anymore.
Yeah, because I'm working literally from 9 in the morning until 10 p.m. But
There you go. So that's why you
Sometimes
don't
four.
have much time. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely think there's ways to go at it. Is it a work you have to put in? For sure. It's something you need to actually want. If you don't care, if you just want to talk, then you're not able to do it. But I think women can definitely do this. It's harder for us because we love to talk.
But I don't want to.
But it's definitely something that's possible.
But
It's
I-
Yeah,
definitely
we see like
a line that you would not cross.
But I don't
There's a
want to be
moment in
mean
my
to this
life-
person, and I
There's my
feel that.
moment in my life where I was like, you know what, I'm just not gonna talk. Okay, I'm not gonna put my mind to it. I'm not gonna talk about nothing. And nobody thought I was a cold persona person. I mean, nothing. They just like thought like, okay, she had her space. But people I liked it. I liked the way I felt, but I knew people didn't feel like it. They didn't like. They're like, oh, why are you not talking? All of a sudden, like, what's your problem?
Yeah, but it's not a good thing to not be communicative.
No, like I didn't just not talk like that. I was not mute on the table. It was just like when people asked me, I would answer, but other than that, I would not talk. Like I would not raise anything. I would not like for like a good month. I did that.
Depends on what it is, though.
But me and myself, I felt so good because I heard many rich people do it, and I was like, that's amazing. But I felt very good because I'm not raising anything. People, if they want something from me, they can ask me. But if, other than that, I'm not gonna put something out there. And I felt good myself, but I know people didn't feel good about it.
I've done that before too. Didn't last a month, but I did that.
No, I did it for like a month straight, and then I stopped because I saw people felt bad, and then Abba told me how it's good to make people feel good. So then I started to give more compliments to people and make people more happy and try to give advice and help people more in chesed ways. But I just didn't understand why people had a hard time when I didn't speak.
Because you're this very, like, outgoing person, loud talking, all of a sudden you just go down, they think you went into depression or something.
Yeah. You just have this energy, this positive vibe. You're always like talking, not in like a stiot way, like in a gossiping way, but like you do have this like, how are you, how you doing? And from not doing that, it's just like, hi. It's like, okay, is she okay?
Yeah,
You're like, okay.
They're
Like,
gonna think either
she
they
going
they
through
heard something about me.
something.
They're gonna think maybe they heard something about me and they don't like me anymore. Or is she okay? Is she? That's why they distance you because
But
they
I
don't
also
know.
don't think you should stop that because I think a lot of people really appreciate that about you and they really like that vibe and that energy. I like it when you come and bring that to school. The kids even like it. They told me, yeah, energy. Etzel was like so energetic and talkative. They didn't say that about you, but definitely
They didn't say that I don't have
the
that.
girls
It's
like
honestly
it.
something I'm learning from you now.
Yeah,
more.
me too. I think it's
I'm
very.
trying to be a better person, a nicer person.
The girls like it that I talk to them, and I hate them. Like,
Me
I'm gonna
too.
get fired because of that.
Sometimes me too.
I
I'm
tell them, like, stop doing it. What's the excuse? I don't know. Let's figure it out.
Start dominating now. Tiny's gonna kill us. We got
And
All right,
Ty
any
goes,
other
why
questions you
did
guys
you
have?
not come?
Turn this topic.
So this is not really this topic, but I think this is another thing that it says what gives you hope right now, even though things aren't perfect. Like what gives you like faith? Like I know that like Hashem is always there and everything, but sometimes when things are so hard and tough, you don't really think, oh, it's all good for me, right? Like at the time of the heat of the moment, you don't really think that. And what keeps you going?
I honestly do.
Now I started to, but in the beginning it was much
After
tougher.
this year,
I think
for me-
2025 was the hardest year for me.
well,
You know,
2024
honestly,
going
I
into
have something to
2025
say
was
for that.
really- 1 second.
24?
2024, towards the end of 2024, going into 2025 was really hard for me. And I had to learn that even in these hard moments, that this is the best thing for me. Like Hashem is showing me that Hashem is doing this for me to learn something.
Okay.
Something I have to fix. And it took time to realize it even till now. It's like it's hard. Like you don't want to have pain, you don't want to suffer. But to constantly remind yourself that and really see it though. You have to really see
Okay, but what keeps
where
you
you're
going?
lacking what. That.
Okay, so everybody's
That
saying
everything's good for you?
everybody's saying
Yeah,
this.
that there's a lesson. And I realize that whatever I'm struggling with right now is I can see why I don't have that right now. I see why I don't have that and I see where I need to work on to have that. So when I do have that, I'm not gonna push it away. I'm actually gonna get that and keep it and hold and do good with that. And I do believe that's
So
my mission.
I have something to say about that because like, well I heard this thing where they say that 2024 was a year where you felt it. Sorry, 2023 was the year where you were in your bubble. 2024 was when you felt it, the pain, like what's going on with me.
You mean the opposite?
2025 opened my eyes. I
Mhm.
saw it, and 2026 is where I achieve it. So 2026 is gonna be like,
They
I
say-
opened my eyes, like.
They say
We were
20
talking to Rosh Hashanah, actually, me and Hila were walking that night, and I remember we were talking, I was like, it's crazy, because a year before, that like this year last past Rosh Hashanah, a year before Rosh Hashanah, my mind was in a total different area, like a total different era. Like it was so weird compared to what I am right now, and I feel like I opened my eyes so much. So right now, going to 2026, I really like. I know what my goal is. It really opened my eyes. Like I know what I want. Nothing's gonna stop me. Like no,
That's what
I'm
they
going.
say. They say like this.
Nothing could stop me.
They say 2025 was learning. Remove the L. 2026 is earning.
Yeah.
I showed you that video.
Learning to earning.
You didn't.
It's really crazy. Everybody says like I think 2025 opened up my eyes to the world and showed me so many other ways and so many things, and I think I learned a lot and achieved a lot.
I think we could all agree to that. I think we're all have way more goals this year.
And also I
Coming
think
into
mentally,
it, like knowing at least this is the first year in a long time where I feel like I know what I want, I know I could get it, and I'm gonna get it. Like it's gonna happen. I have my goals. I'm gonna make it happen no matter what. Like I'm more determined, and definitely because 2025 opened my eyes to a lot of things, and definitely could resonate to that.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody says this. I'm not gonna say.
all
We're not
I
gonna
know.
Everybody's
How
saying
the whole internet is
2025
looking at-
opened my eyes. Like I see
Open my
stuff
eyes to
I have
myself. and I
never
was-
always seen things that now I see. Like it's
Yeah, well,
crazy.
you know what they say, close to Mashiach time.
Yeah.
A lot of things are gonna start being more revealed.
But I don't
more
think
seen.
all the mistakes I've been through in 2025, I think that I regret a lot of things I did, but everything helped me because I don't think I would have. I think I would stay at the same level if I didn't have what happened. What had
I
happened
think
to
you
me.
would have gone worse.
Exactly. So I think whatever happened to me helped me to grow to a certain level.
Helped you to achieve a better level.
Exactly.
faster
What do you
than
mean? What
sooner.
happened to you? Like during the year?
Yeah.
Well, she had like a difficult thing, like
Ups and downs throughout the
she
year.
had her down during this year where she wasn't at the best mental state and health state, and I think
Grew from it.
when she realized that,
Like
and-
literally, I saw Roma today, and she's like, "Wow, you're different. You're changed so much." And she's like,
yeah, she hasn't seen you since then. No,
yeah,
Like,
literally,
it's been like
she's
6
like,
months.
you have changed so
No,
much. Like,
3-4 months. No.
I
How long
think
has it
longer.
been?
Say long. 6 months.
and I think most of it was
Almost the
because
Europe trip they
I
went on.
didn't. Two things. I didn't. What's it called? I didn't accept love from anyone, and because I didn't have any self love. And if a person will mentally, Abba told me, die if they don't accept or have love for themselves.
Yeah.
That's literally
That's the
the
only
key to
thing.
life.
Like, even an animal, something that you
Exactly.
get love from. That's the only way.
It's giving me like signs.
You're touching the mic. It's gonna.
It's the only next to me when I talk. I
I
have to
thought
do
you were gonna hear it
something.
in the video.
Okay, guys, can we get to something like a more chill vibe? Because I have a funny kind of question.
Eli, you didn't ask. I thought you didn't ask any questions. You don't have any.
I have questions.
I do.
Okay, sorry, starting again?
What?
You starting again?
I have a very important
to class?
question.
No. Okay, Hila, you want to tell us what your question is?
I
I have a question.
Why do people regret what they say? No, wait. Does talking about others ever
Your phone-
distract us from focusing on our own work? I feel like that kind of relates to what she said before.
Focusing on others distract us from focusing on
Yeah,
our own
just
work.
talking about other people, does it distract us from actually focusing on ourselves?
100%.
And just like she said before, I think it really does make a difference.
And you helped me
100%.
so much. Like sometimes I would just tell him like, listen, that he's like,
It's true.
like I was on the Shabbos table one time and he's like, why is this gonna benefit me? Talk about yourself, what you have nothing to talk about. And I was thinking, I was like, I'm so I don't like opposite today. But some guy had to go to jail to notice that he went to jail. He said, I had to go to jail. He went to a jail full of Germans and he speaks Yiddish. And he thought that he can do it, but he's like, you only realize that you talk about people, you talk about other two people to avoid your thoughts. But once you really settle and talk to yourself, you realize how much you need to figure out. People just find what to do, doom scrolling or doing that or speaking to somebody else or literally drawing or anything. You're just avoiding your mind. Sometimes you just need to sit and think and talk to yourself. It helps so much. You need to have some clarity.
Communicate with yourself. Mama told me this a lot lately. But also, one more thing we talked about this Shabbos is how we always look at others and like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why wouldn't you do this?
Imagine it was you doing that. It would be such a different thing. Like
That's
Not
judging
just
people.
imagine.
But
Yeah.
that's judging people.
But not just from a judging, like, yeah, it is judging you. Like, you look at everybody, you're like, what's wrong with this person? Why would this person do this?
and you could be doing the same exact thing. Like something happened
and
in
you
Shabbos.
wouldn't even
and
know.
somebody
That's
was
why,
making
I
fun
mean,
of
I
me.
don't know if
Somebody
you
was
guys
making fun
100%
of me.
agree with this,
One second,
but I think Baruch Hashem does not give me judging.
she really doesn't judge.
Anger I have. Other things I have. But judging, I could say I have very little percentage of that. And it's because when I judge someone first thing, it's like, what if I had that? what if I was like this, or
Every
what
time
if
you
this?
think
and-
about this,
Every time I want to judge someone, if I think, why is that person doing that? Oh, but this, that. Like, I literally find excuses to why they could do it, and then I don't judge them anymore. I could understand them. I don't know how I do it. I just do it. It just works for me. That's why I don't judge
Yeah.
people. I'm telling you, because
I need to do that
sometimes
more, me too.
I saw something and I'm like, huh, it's so weird. Then it happened to me, and I'm like, I can't even judge people. Like this happens to me, and I couldn't completely understand them. I guess maybe it happened to me once or twice as a kid, and that's why I stopped. I don't remember. I really don't know when this happened, but
it's a
I
good
just
thing.
every time I see someone, I don't judge them. I question it, like curiosity, like, oh, why, how come, like
Yeah,
this,
it's true. You
that.
don't have like a cold. You have you have like it's like
It's a
You're-
question. I can question
you're
it. I can be
questioning, but
concerned
you-
about
you
it.
you are welcoming in a way. Like,
It's like Sarah told. She's like, I love talking to Tanya even with my issues because I feel like she's understanding me. Like even
Yeah.
if you fully don't agree with her and you understand like what a person is doing wrong, but you still make them feel like they're understood.
Thank you.
I have a very good question. Okay. Okay. Can Lashon Hara
Wait, did you want to say something? Hold on. Did you want to say something on this topic?
I asked my question.
No, you were about to say something?
No, I just said I really do need to work on that.
Mm.
After I said it this week, I was like, I'm gonna work on that. That's one more thing I'm
Okay.
adding to my list.
I have a very good question. Okay, can Lashon Hara be said without words, but with like facial expressions, thoughts, or like silence, or
For
doing
sure.
stuff,
For
but
sure.
not talking?
I think more
does.
validation. Be like, you told somebody, I think this person does this and this, and then you're like,
Ooh, that's a problem too. I didn't.
you're
think
like
of that.
proving the person the point. You see, she did do that and that,
I'm just happy that.
and now you're just validating your Lashon Hara.
I guess it could be considered like that.
Because I heard silence is not good sometimes. When you see something bad happening, don't be quiet.
But that's not what you just said.
Don't know because you said if can silence be Lashon
Oh, okay. I
Hara.
thought you meant like sign language, like like you like. Oh my god.
Both.
No, not silent. Like sometimes some people are quiet when they're supposed to be talking, or sometimes people need to talk and.
I
I
don't
have
know
a
if I
question.
can
Be
lie.
quiet.
It's like I have a question. I actually asked my students this when I was teaching them. It was happened to me that one time, like, Mama was talking to someone, okay, and I was just there, okay. I was in the kitchen doing something, and then Mama was talking to someone, and it was Lashon Hara. For me, I don't know if for them it was Lashon Hara, but for me hearing it was Lashon Hara. Now it's chus, like I can't go and say Mommy's Lashon Hara. First of all, I'm embarrassing her. It's an avera. I can't. It's not keep it avera, whatever it is. So what I did was I was like, well, what, if I leave, it'll be weird because it's like why is she leaving? Like
You're right next to them.
I'm right next to him. It's not gonna be like someone's calling me and I'm leaving. It's like I just leave, okay? So it's weird. So I couldn't do that either. So I was like, hey, what do? I can't say anything. Like I can't hear this either. So I just like talked to myself. Hey Tanya, how are you? How you doing? Like in my head, like completely like zooming it out. And then I asked Abba, and they're like, yeah, you did good. Like yeah, that's something you could have done, or you could have left. But I was like, no, it would have been really awkward if I lived. Or yeah, a bathroom. But but basically, that's something that I
usually
did.
sing in my head. That's what I do. I'm like,
Yeah, honestly, it happens a lot because
It does happen. Like, what do you do?
But you
Like,
see,
if
because
silence, that
Abba-
silence is needed. I feel like you can't like.
See, so that's why I said there's sometimes we need to
Uh,
talk, there's sometimes we don't need
A
to
lot
talk.
of people you don't realize sometimes you need to say something to a person because Ella.
Sometimes you do need to say
Exactly,
stop.
you need
Like,
to say-
sometimes you like stop a session hard.
No, I'm not talking
it
about that. I'm
depends
talking
who
about
it is.
Yeah, that's
Some
why I
people-
appreciate that Sarah
some-
does that. Sarah does it a lot. Sometimes I'm willing to go say all the gossip. Like, this happened, this happened, she
And
said,
goes,
she
"No,
said,
no,
he
Lashon
said.
Hara." But
And
I'm
she's
saying-
like, no Lashon Hara in this house. And I was like,
But I'm saying a lot of people be
I
like,
needed that.
a lot of people.
yeah,
A lot of
I
people.
could appreciate
A
that.
lot of people are like, oh, like a lot of times. Sometimes you need to say something bad about a person to help another person, right?
Depends on the situation,
Exactly.
but yeah.
But I know a lot of people who do that, and there's 20 ears over there just listening, and you're literally making each and every one of them sin because you decide you want to help someone. The intention is
Okay,
good,
so what do you
but
do
you're.
if you see your parents doing that? Because I've seen Abba many times, and he tells Mama because
But
like,
Abba
his
knows
job
it's
and all
good
that.
for every single person.
No, but I've seen Abba like I don't need to be there. Abba had a long day and he's been through a lot, and I see Abba just says this person, and I don't need to hear it.
Well,
so-
you're supposed to do what your
So
rabbi
what I
says, not
just
what your
said,
rabbi
you
does.
no, but it's like have little Abba just be like,
You're supposed to do what your rabbi says, not what your rabbi
Leave.
does.
Bathroom.
I already heard it.
So you're saying the other people around
Don't
you?
accept it in.
You
Unless
don't
it's
have
something
to
that
be.
you could personally learn from it, or I
Don't
think
judge. First,
Also, yeah,
don't
first of all,
judge.
don't judge.
I don't judge. I
Second,
don't judge anybody. Like I
second
never
is
judge.
think. Is it something that I could take out to learn something better from
One
this
second,
person
she's
or whatever?
talking with the people around her that hear it, or her hearing it again?
She hears, let's say, her parent talking to someone like talking
Zaba
about
has
out
it
of
a lot.
nowhere, just happened, popped out, boom.
Well, yeah, because Abba.
And you
I
literally-
think
heard
just
it.
move.
You heard it. It's not like a slow
Well, if
conversation.
you already heard it
Like,
before,
it just-
then
When I see it's like escalating, when something's gonna come out, it depends in the case scenario, but like sometimes I know I need to hear it because like it really could help me. What I could do.
That's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I
say.
But
say,
sometimes
be
I know it's not meant for
like,
me.
I need to hear it, and then it's really not.
No,
Or
and
like,
and like it's not meant for me, and I will like I have like my imaginary, my own world, like I don't know, me and La La Land, really connected there, and like I will go to my head, and I will actually like my physically will not hear a word, like I will not hear, even if they're talking to me, I'll be like, oh,
Oh,
what?
we know that. We know that. You ignore us a lot.
So like I will like literally like I will literally like fly away to my own zone, which is very easy for me. So
Well, then for you, that's kind of a good thing in these areas. But I try. It doesn't work out so well sometimes.
how would our lives, friendship, marriage, and self-respect change if we truly guarded our speech, and why is it levels of discipline and so challenging?
Well, I think that my disciplined level would be much easier because it's so easy to just get into straight and her. It's
I
literally
feel like I'll be a real talk.
Hmm?
My
No
delusional head, like when I see myself in my best version of myself, like I think like I will only thing that will come out of my mouth
that's Abba.
is real talk.
Abba's real talk.
So like when I see
Abba
Abba,
is not
when
real
I
talk.
see Abba,
It's because he wants to chill and he wants to enjoy his family at the moment. If not,
but even
it's all
then,
real
it's
talk.
never stiot. You never speak stiot with Abba.
You can talk. How about did you see this movie or this thing? He's like, he'll chit
That's
chat.
not stiot.
It's still for me.
No, I mean like, but it's not like I don't know how to explain it. Like
blushing her.
yeah, like Lashon Hara.
Of course,
Duh.
not Tamara.
Abba's
But
not
it's
gonna
just
spin.
talk. It's just talk.
Yeah.
Talk, talk, talk.
Yeah.
Did you
but
see this funny? Or Sophie did this, or Alicia did that? Like, you know, like.
you mean like socialize?
Random
yeah,
stuff.
socialize.
Well, yeah, Hashem wants us
But
to
if it-
socialize.
Right, but Abba doesn't do that often.
No,
It's
but like
all
I
real talk,
expect
which is
myself.
great.
I expect myself to have like a real talk, like the only thing I will be talking that will be coming out, like
Inspiration.
it's just like, it's like
Yeah.
when I talk, I want people to like go home and think about what I said, like whoa, like what that really
Have an
big-
impact on people.
Like I really want people. That's why like I really want to be like a public speaker when I grow up. Like I want to have people to like you guys didn't think about the lady I was talking to you about before. You,
What was her name?
I'm not gonna say her name. She like she's a public speaker. She goes on stage like once every 2-3 weeks, and she speaks. And I think it's so amazing because it's like first of all the idea, and she's speaking in front of billionaires. Billionaires think what she talks, and she's a millionaire. Like that means you really need to have such a smart mouth and know exactly what you're saying, exactly what time, and everything like that. And I really want that. Like I want people when I talk, I want people to really think about what I said and not just, oh, this happened. Like I want it to be like really good.
Impactful.
Yeah,
Meaningful. What was the question?
If you did, if you stop talking Lashon Hara.
Yeah,
basically
like,
what
you
the
forgot
fuck
your
you would make on
question.
your life.
You forgot the question.
I think for me, it would give me more time to focus on myself.
That's what
I don't think I gossip a lot, honestly. I don't think I do.
I think you more listen. Like you,
I
wouldn't
would
you wouldn't be
listen,
the
but-
type of person to be like, oh my god, guys, Lashon Hara. You'd be like, just sit there and be like, I'm not gonna get involved.
But you get involved because she listens. I think we can have moments.
But
where
I
we
don't
all
think
get
Hina
into
just
it.
goes and says Lashon Hara. She more be like just sitting and just like listen to people say.
Listening and saying are both Lashon Hara.
I know, but I'm saying.
That's why I
She
said
does-
silence is part of Lashon Hara.
Yes.
I think people who honestly gossip a lot and talk a lot is because they don't have self goals. They don't have goals to work on. They're
I
not
told
busy
you,
enough.
Empty people,
Okay, but they're not busy enough with themselves to
or
actually
they're
go.
avoiding
Once
themselves,
you're
or they're
busy enough-
avoiding themselves.
Or that too, yeah, for sure. Once you're busy enough with your own personal life and gain and
You
to
won't have
grow,
time.
you won't have time. It won't even come to you. It won't even be in your radar because not the energy you pass.
See, that's why I miss a lot of stuff.
Huh?
Like, you know how you always say, I told, like, I can't call you for this and this because you're always busy with your own thing. Like, that's why my life is. Like, I got busy. It just became busy. One
I
day
told
it
you,
was.
I respect you for that. I understand.
One
that.
day, there would be a Sunday where I would just doom scroll and I would do nothing and I would just be so brain rot and I hated it.
Well, actually, they say I actually used to hate that too. I used to
Like,
feel
you go
that
from
too.
the couch to the bed to the chair, from the chair
I
to the
saw
couch
these
to the back.
inspirational woman who would say that is a man's way of operating, where it's go 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 all the time. Women cannot operate that way. We need a day off. We need a reboot. We
I
need
think
a
that's
reset.
limiting.
It's
No,
not.
I don't think so.
It's not.
I
As a
disagree.
feminine woman, you need to be magnetic. You don't need to run around like men. Men need
true.
that vibe. They need
I
that
don't agree.
testosterone.
But chilling doesn't mean chilling.
You
on the
just
couch
said
doing
you
nothing.
needed like you just need a reboot. Like you go on your phone because you're overrunning yourself.
No,
you
she
need
said
to-
she
Saying it in a
used
bad
to
way.
do that.
I used to.
But I
Oh.
think it's true though. I think you do.
I
need
think
some
that
time.
helps me. If I not
Well,
always
not when you're chilling always.
then I more enjoy what I do. I more enjoy
No,
my
it's
goals.
what you just
But
said.
you
Like
also
I
have
said,
kids, so
you
for
said that when
chilling
you
means, like,
focus
being
on
with your
yourself.
kids.
When you said you focus on
No,
yourself.
also just like
No, Tanya,
having
you
a day
said
where I'm not.
when you focus on yourself, you start to realize how busy you get. Like you get so busy because you're focusing on yourself finally, and that's what I said has been happening to me. But like people don't reflect good in that. Like maybe you because you respect that, but some people are like, "Why are you so busy? Why can't you come do this? Why can't you
For
do this?
sure, when
Why
you're
can't you
up
go
for
shopping?"
success,
And I'm like,
people
"I'm
are
sorry,
gonna-
but I'm busy. Like I'm working. Like I care about my future. I don't think about
Good.
today. I think about tomorrow. So I don't really focus on that. But people just don't like it.
Yeah, but I'm talking about having the days to sometimes reset, reboot, to have that moment of like I'm not working
I don't
today.
think I do enough to have that.
Yeah, maybe you don't do enough.
Well,
but-
you're a mother of 4 kids, so
right.
that's a lot more that you need to have.
Yeah,
a
but
reboot.
even when, let's say, when you become more busy, more so, you still need that
I'm busy,
day.
but
Yeah,
I'm
lately
not.
you've been more
I think
busy.
if you didn't have the BHA job that you just got into, yeah, would you be busy
No,
after school?
that's why I got
Right,
this
so
job.
that's why you don't need that day off or that reboot time. If you're constantly go go go,
If I didn't have school,
literally my time is so limited. Sometimes I feel like sleeping is a waste of time. Literally sleeping is a waste of time. Sometimes it's like I feel like I have my day job and then I have my home job and then my mom job. Like it's like always things to do. So sometimes if I like, and I always try to do more, like to grow, have my own personal goals to also build myself. It's like sometimes if I'm not doing something, I'm having a chill day, or I want to go out, this, that, I allow myself to have it. And I'll be like, I'm not focusing on my goals. No, I am. It's going to help me to do my goals better.
no, not me. Sorry, not me.
Well, I don't think we do enough to. I'm not trying to speak to you,
Yeah,
but Tiny's a mother of 4. She's a wife.
She doesn't relax
She's a
when she's
teacher.
sleeping.
She's.
If I'm constantly go, I'm-
Genuine, do you think I'm not busy enough?
And so you're just
Sometimes
building
I'm
your
busy.
future.
you
Tanya,
don't have
you're
to be
busy.
emotionally available. You don't have to be emotionally available to teach. Imagine that 24/7.
What do you mean?
she's
You
a
know how
mother.
when you're teaching, you have to be in a positive mood, energy, like put yourself aside, right?
Not really.
Yes, really.
Really?
You cannot come to
Then you-
school and put your life into it. Tanya cannot
I
tell
don't
her
really
kids.
think about my
she
life. I'm
just
thinking
had-
about the kids.
Exactly,
Because
Tanya.
you put your
Exactly.
life
Imagine
aside.
that
Tanya
24/7.
cannot go and be upset or like show her kids a frown face because she just had an argument or something. She needs
Exactly.
to always put up a smile. I come home and I have a breath. And I'm
When
like,
you come home, you have peace and quiet. I don't. It's go, go, go. Dinner, sleeping, cleaning house, this, that. It's like I only get that after, and not always. Just try to now go to sleep at 12 again, or whatever. I don't know what's
are you
happening.
serious?
Yeah, but even then, it's not. Even when the kids go to sleep, I
We're
feel
gonna
guilty
deal
for
with that one
something.
day. I mean, one
Yeah,
day it's
but
coming.
for now, you
But that's what I'm trying to say. That
Good luck for
for
you.
me,
It's coming to you too.
as a woman, also mama says all the time, woman needs to want, desire, pull. The men
maybe as a mother,
Oh, actually not for you too. You're not that far.
mother, because
Listen,
like
if you don't feel like you need it, you're good.
I don't need
I
it.
don't
If
think
you don't feel like go.
when
I
Abba
go, go,
offered
go.
me
enough,
when
I-
Abba offered me,
No,
he
but
said,
if
"Ethel,
you
do
do
you want a
have it-
vacation?" I said no
But now you want a vacation.
You know,
for Shabbos because
sometimes-
then I can't work on Shabbos.
Hello,
That's
but
it.
I'm saying like you know sometimes you
I don't
want
want
to
it to be on Sunday.
I feel like that if
I'm
I'm
saying
gonna have
sometimes
that,
you want to go to a cafe, want to go out, want to go have fun.
Cafe's
go
5
to
minutes to
Kava
get
bar.
hydrated and continue hustling.
That's what I'm
Hydrated.
talking about. These are little reboot. I'm not saying go for a week
Coffee.
reboot.
no, but I
I'm
mean,
not
like,
talking about a week. I'm saying a little fun, a little
if
reset.
I do
a
that to
little
myself, I'm gonna tell myself, oh, I'm good. I don't need to continue, and I'm
thing.
gonna have.
You're not at that
Some
level.
people, when they do that, it gives them a boost. Some people, it goes the wrong way. That's why you should know.
I
how your
also see
personality
that when
takes it.
you're have your goals, you know you're not gonna sleep on it. You know you're gonna do it. You're just having a little fun right now.
Honestly,
A little drink.
What do you
so
think?
you're
I don't
good.
have fun. I'm sure I have fun.
No, I think you have fun, but you don't have enough goals to
I don't
not
have fun. Because my life is not fun.
You stop by my house for 5 minutes. That's fine.
It's not fun. It's not fun. I stopped by your house because from the way to the office to your house, it's like so cold. I have to take a breath and then continue going back to my house because it's freezing
I
cold.
just say they use my house.
Yeah, I come to you last. I'm like, what do you got to eat? And she's like, so you just come here because you're hungry, and I'm like,
She comes, opens my
Listen,
fridge,
I don't know,
makes a
but
salad,
there's nothing in my life is so
complains, eats, and
fun.
leaves.
Nothing's fun.
Pesach coming. Perm is coming, guys. Perm
Mayor's
is
bar mitzvah's coming.
Mayor's
It might
bar
be in
mitzvah.
Miami.
Yeah, guys.
Guys, we're gonna have a month full of birthdays.
Literally, Yeshaya,
first.
Hinda, what's it called? Mayor,
Achia.
Achia,
And then Ila.
and
And then
I'm the
next is
next
me and
month,
Alba.
but hey, I'm next
Me and Alba
month.
are last.
Well,
No,
different-
we're
we're
talking
only
about me and
April.
Ethel's
And
like
then
4
me
months.
and Ita
If
after.
you're counting
Mine
the
and
whole year,
Alba's are before yours.
Yes.
Tanya,
And then
so
it's
you're
me,
gonna
Ita. Then it's Itamar.
It's Itamar
And it
first.
was. It was.
No, Itamar's
it
after.
was.
It's mine is
But
first.
it's not anymore.
Bleep.
That will bleep.
people say that.
Let us know in the comments what you think.
Oh yeah, let us know in the comments what you think
And how we
or
can
what
improve.
else
If you
you would like
agree,
to
if you
see.
disagree, if you have any suggestions.
If you have any questions,
Any questions, or anything else you
Questions.
want to see, let us know. Drop it down in the comments.
down
And
there.
subscribe.
And we'll see you next week.
Like and subscribe.
Tyler's
Okay.
been dreaming to say that.
Oh my god. True. No.
Oh,
We can
and we're
have
gonna
this
start
again.
having guests.